Hello everybody, it's Lawrence Yang again here with the Yang Gang Toys unboxing videos. Today we got a massive package all the way from Japan. This came from the Sendico company. I think it's a sending company. And what they do is that they package things for you and they collect from different auction houses in Japan. And then they'll send you the stuff. This is my first time ordering from them. They have some, the prices are fair. Pretty much the selection, the inventory is a lot higher than you'll get than from America or Canada, North America. But the pricing, with the duties and taxes, almost every item you have to add about 20 Canadian dollars in terms of customs as well as for shipping and handling. But I did the best shipping and handling charges. I paid the extra $25 for insurance on the whole package in case the whole package gets lost. I paid the extra shrink wrap pricing and a lot of the bubble wrap pricing. So we cut through the duct tape and the other cling wrap on the outside and the other tightening straps. And we have some big bubble wrap here. And let's see, this is our first item. Oh, it says Mr. Baja. It's got a bunch of Japanese writing and some really cute tape on it. This looks to be a Super Game Boy and some old Game Boy games. So this is that model of the Super Game Boy 2, that allows connection with the Game Boy Connect cables, which is not a feature of the first Super Game Boy. And these are the games that it came with. These were just in a lot together. Not really sure what game that is, but it's the second one. It's number 2. We got Tetris Dx. This looks like a Game Boy Color game. And it looks like we got a Kirby game here. And no idea this one. If anybody can read that or identify this game, that would be. Next up, we have some Super Famicom games. Super Famicom, of course, is the original version of the Super Nintendo system, and it comes with F-Zero, which was a release title, along with Super Mario World. And we got Star Fox. I remember Star Fox was remembered for having some extra type of chip inside the cartridge that allows 3D graphics at a relatively high rate of speed. We have something that I don't really recognize here. I don't remember ordering this at all. What is this? It looks to be an Ascii Grip. Ascii, of course, is those, I guess, some type of character. I remember their character or font types or something. Some type of computer character thing. It looks like an interesting type of controller with a digital pad and then a circular thing. I am not certain what this would be used for. It does remind me a little bit of the Wii Nunchuck controller. Sometimes you get stuff and it's just part of a lot, so you don't actually you didn't order on purpose, it just came along with the lot. Next, it looks like we got a Gameboy Sp. The SP is probably one of the most popular and high demand Game Boys. It comes along with the charger. It's a little scratched up on the underside, but a little bit of maybe polish would really help it out. And the hinge joint looks fine. A little bit of discoloration, some paint damage on the side. Fires up real nice. I'm going to throw a game in and let's test it out with Tetris Dx. Looks like it's working pretty well. fun one. I got this one actually for my kid because it looks like something my kid might benefit from. The kids these days, they do a lot of screen time, but when they're doing their text entry, they're usually using their thumbs. But this is actually a typing tutor. So it's a Pokemon branded typing tutor. It comes with a keyboard and it's for use with a Nintendo DS. I think it's the DSi or Nintendo DS. So that's interesting. It looks like we have a Super Famicom, the entire console system here. And it comes inside of its own carrying case. I love the carrying cases. Carrying cases, it allows you to be portable and take your Famicom into your RV or your friend's house and go for some fun. Let's see how to open this case. There we go. Oh, so this one's not actually a Famicom. This one, they actually packed quite a few things together. Inside here we have a Game Boy printer. So this, I believe it came with, once upon a time, it came along with a camera. And you could take dot matrix photos, really low resolution photos, probably like 200 pixels by something else. You could print them out. So this is a Pokemon edition Game Boy printer. Pretty cool. We got another Game Boy Sp. This one looks to be in a little bit better condition than the last one. Let's throw in a game. We'll throw in Kirby, and then we'll see how that goes. See if it boots up. There we are. Yeah, looking pretty good. There's Kirby. Here's the Game Boy Pocket camera. This feels like an empty box. No, I think it's actually inside. It's still boxed. You can see the original price tag, which is 980 yen. This is probably not an original price tag because that equates to only about maybe 10 bucks Canadian. This pocket camera, I remember it costing about $50 when it first came out. So this is probably an old item, but I'm going to keep it in the box. We have a few games. This one's Tecmo something. Looks like a Game Boy Color game. This game has like a 3 on it. No idea what it is. Might be Double Dragon. Maybe Double Dragon 3. Switch on the light here. Some more light. Here is a power adapter or something. It looks like a power adapter for the Game Boy Advance. That's that old horizontally held Game Boy Advance, and this is a power adapter inside. Here's the power adapter for the other SP. We have a Super Famicom game called Big Run. Big Run looks like a rally racing game. Maybe we'll give that a try later. We have a PSP game. Weird. So PSP game, I probably only ordered this because it probably cost like $6. This is a PSP game called God Eater. I probably looked up the review on this game and it was probably fair, and that's why I picked it up for $6. Of course, including duty and tax, might end up being a little bit more. This looks like a Famicom cartridge, the Hori Commander, but I mean Famicom controller. I'm wondering what it might be. No, it's a wired controller. So this is a wired controller made for the Famicom system, as you can see there. And I guess it has turbo sliders. So this makes the A button turbo, and this one would make the B button turbo. I do have an old Famicom. I don't know if it's running, and we'll see if that works. we have another Gameboy Sp. Top's a little bit scratched. You can see some color fading, but it has that cool, I think these are the Famicom colors for the Gameboy Sp. Not really sure what game this is. Something 4. It's got a griffin on it. Let's pop it in here and let's give it a try. It looks like it's not really loading. It's got. Let's try a different one. This one looks like some Yu-Gi-Oh or Beyblade thing. Let's give it a try. This is not looking good so far. Getting really weird outputs. This does look like this is a Pokemon trainer game. Pokemon trainer. Oh, it doesn't seem to be loading up. That's concerning. Oh well, maybe we'll do some fiddling around and see if we can get that working later. Also, this looks like a Gundam Super Robot Pinball. Super Robot Pinball. Gundam Pinball had a, looks like a battery leak, and the battery leak seems to have damaged the traces on the motherboard of the game. I don't know if it's called a motherboard, it's on the chip. So this is not recoverable. I put it in and it seemed to almost like short the Game Boy. Thankfully the Game Boy is okay, but this game is not. It was just a voltage issue. After I plugged it in, it seems to be booting up okay. This is a game made by Konami. No idea what it is, but it's running. We have one of those interesting trigger controllers with a steering wheel, and this is made for the Sega Saturn. As you can see, it was like $6, so I could not resist. This one's super interesting, completely unusable now because I don't think that there are any radio waves for this type of device anymore, but it is that television tuner for the DS. Had to get it. It was part of a lot. Probably contributed like $5 to the lot, but super cool. Probably really hard to get, I'm guessing. So that's what was in Famicom case, and I do have a Famicom that I can put into that case. Next we have, looks like a yellow original Game Boy, dot matrix Game Boy. I didn't realize the dot matrix Game Boy came in any color other than gray, but apparently it came in many different colors. Green, red, blue, gray, and yellow. It does have some scratches on this front face screen, but you can get replacements for $1 or $2 shipped from China, so still looks good. I'll try to fire it up later and hopefully it works. Here we have some Pikachu thing. This probably came as part of a lot. It comes with a microphone. It's a game where you talk to Pikachu and give voice commands while you control it, and it's for the N64, the Nintendo 64. It's still in the box, so this is probably worth something, but it actually looks like it's been opened before. Anyways, cool. This is an N64, another Pokemon themed thing. This looks like the an adapter that allows, yes, I know what this is for. This is the adapter that goes into the bottom of an N64 cartridge. And you can actually put a Pokemon game into that adapter, allowing you to transfer your Pokemon from the Game Boy series, some stats or some other things, into the N64 game. I think the big N64 Pokemon game was called Pokemon Stadium. I am not a Pokemon gamer. I've actually, aside from that game where you have augmented reality and go around looking for Pokemon in real life using like GPS tags, I have not played through a Pokemon game before. But I know that they're super in high demand, and part of my hope is to resell some of these things. And yeah, looking forward to getting good value on some of those. I have a second Super Game Boy 2, again with that Game Boy connector slot. We have a Doraemon item here. Doraemon was big in my childhood. I think he was called Ding Dong in the Chinese cartoon world. And there's Ding Dong. It's just a Ding Dong game in original box. It's quite tattered. Let's see. Comes with a little insert booklet. There we go. And the game in the case. Doraemon. I think he's a blue cat with a bell. I know my focus doesn't work. I apologize. I'll try to figure that out. I'll probably have to use a different camera than the webcam. I don't think the webcam was made for a focal point right next to the camera. Goes full screen. We're almost done this package. I cannot really tell what this is. It's wrapped. Oh, this one is very special. Very special and expensive. Boom. The Game Boy Micro, y'all. These are hard to get. And there are a few scratches on the screen that you can see right there. A few scratches, but you can get a replacement faceplate for these. Aftermarket. Really cool. The last Game Boy Advance before they went to the DS. There was the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance Special SP, and the Game Boy Micro. I'm excited to fire this up. Let's see if I have any Game Boy Advance games. Also in the box we have this charger, and this charger has a really unique, unique end. This is unique to the Game Boy Micro. It is larger than a micro USB, it's wider, but it mates perfectly right like this into the Game Boy Micro. Yeah, really glad to have the charger for it. Some of the Game Boy Advance games that came in the thing, something Max 2, I don't know what that is. There's Mario Kart. This says something original generation. This one says Sega. It's made by the Sonic team. No idea what it is. Ooh, I got Final Fantasy Tactics. That's a great game. I've enjoyed that before on emulators. So let's put in Final Fantasy Tactics into this Game Boy Micro. Look how that slots in, nice and flush. That's impressive. I don't know why anybody would want a tiny screen. It's funny. You pay a premium for tiny screens, and you pay a premium for large screens. Let's fire this up. Let's hope it works. There's a button here. I think that's the power button. Oh, looking good. I'm going to try to pump up the volume here. Ooh, Final Fantasy Tactics. Ah, there's those little characters. A car driving by. Awesome. Very happy with this. The child in me is very stoked. The big child. I don't know if that came with a charger, but if we find one, we'll do it. Looks like I have PlayStation charging power cable in here. One of those random things that came. PlayStation cable. About $3 on this last price tag. And this is a AAA battery charger. Interesting. AAA battery charger. Ah, it's worth about $1.50. That's great. Here is a PS Vita game. I think this was probably $6, including Syndico charge fee. We got Gundam Breaker. PS Vita did not do really well in the market, and really only people who are really into rare consoles are trying to pick things up for it. This is what the cartridge looks like. It's tiny. It's almost like an SD card. Probably just a proprietary SD card. And I actually am not really sure how good this game is, but it was $6 and I had to pick it up. Impulsive purchasing, right? We have we got Mario Tennis for the Game Boy Color. Mario Tennis games are always fun, in my opinion. Here is a charger. Let's see what unit it's for. This is a Gameboy Sp Charger. I might have overpaid for this. I believe I paid $16 to $20 for this. I can't explain why I did it. It's not even an official licensed product, but sometimes you make mistakes. Here's the Game Boy, Super Game Boy Model 1. I think this either came as, this came as part of a lot. There's the Super Game Boy Model 1. You can compare it to the Super Game Boy Model 2. So the 2 is the blue, 1 is the gray. This one came with a copy of Tetris in it. This is just regular old Tetris from 1989. This is the game that really sold the Game Boy. People really jumped in because Tetris is amazing. Tetris is still good for fun these days. And it's great for competition, especially with your children. I really enjoy it for that. My kids and I play Tetris Versus. This is a pretty iconic game, Donkey Kong Country for the Super Famicom. And Donkey Kong Country 2. I think each of these were about $5 each. Oh, here we have one of those modern Game & Watch. Got this one for about $45. In the box, it looks like it's in fair shape. This is fun. It's got, I think, Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2, and it has that Game & Watch ball balancing game. It's really for nostalgia. It's got beautiful colors and bright screen. Playing it on the go. More for novelty and collecting, really. Because most of us, hopefully, have finished Super Mario Brothers. But many of us actually haven't played the Lost Levels. Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels. I have no idea what this is. It looks like a battery. It looks like a spare battery pack. for Game Boy Advance. This is really interesting. And it shows different things on the back. Nickel metal hydride. Yeah, I'm not certain what this is, but it looks really old, and of course my concern is old batteries generally do not function well. And this was on sale for about $10, so probably won't work well. But it's neat to have. Batteries that don't work. Collecting batteries don't work. I went a little overboard on the Super Game Boys. For some reason I have another one. Gotta test that they're all functioning before I list them for sale. I got Donkey Kong Country 3. I didn't realize there were so many Donkey Kong countries. And Super Mario Kart. That's one of the games that really started it all for the racing series. Here we have a charger. Still hoping I'll get a Game Boy Micro charger. Ah, that's exactly what this is. This is a Game Boy Micro charger. It has a unique charging end, which is the only electronic device I know that uses this is the Game Boy Micro. Let's see if they mate. Looks good. Our final thing is another Super Famicom case. I'm guessing this one will actually have a Super Famicom in it, because I recall getting one of those. Yes, that's exactly what this is. So here's the Super Famicom. It's yellowed, it's old. It'll probably still function. I like how this tray fits the controllers really well. Buttons still look good. Got the power cable, the video cable, another copy of Mario Kart, Street Fighter 2, Super Mario World, legendary game, whatever the hell this is, 365 days, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, soccer, something with a dinosaur bird on it. Another copy of Donkey Kong Country 3. Another Super Game Boy. Ouch. The games that it came with, and this will round up and finish off this shipment from Syndico. We got Donkey Kong Land, Donkey Kong Game Boy. This looks like Treasure Island or Fantasy Island something. And this really classic game, Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. Thanks again for joining me for this unboxing video, and we'll be back really soon with our second box, probably about 10 days.